Hello, everybody, and hello. It's Matthew Street. Welcome to my channel. As always, I appreciate you being here. And, folks, a Beatles content-related video for you, folks, because we've just received some news. It was late yesterday that Ultimate Classic Rock, which is a great website, I'm there all the time. They always have great news about the artists we love. If you've never checked it out before, check out Ultimate Classic Rock. Just plug it in your search engine. It'll take you right there. Great source of rock and roll news. Well, folks, yesterday they came out with a really cool piece of news about Mr. Ringo Starr. Now, I don't know about you, but when this album came out many, many years ago, a lot of people were a little bit put off by it. Let me put it that way. It was Ringo's country western album, Bukus of Blues. Folks, this is an album that I happen to love and enjoy very much. I have the vinyl. I have the CD. I remember having the cassette back in the day. And this is just a fine, fine album. Ringo is Ringo. He puts out great pop albums, great pop music. I mean, the Ringo album from '73, Time Takes Time in 1992. What's My Name is a great album. I mean, all facets of his career, his long solo career, you can find great Ringo Starr pop material. But one of Ringo's stronger points is when he goes in a country direction and he puts a song or two on an album or puts out, a full album of country. And many fans have wanted Ringo to do this again for many years now. Ringo, please put out another country western album. Well, he's not doing that, but it looks like, based on the news here, and I'm going to read it to you first and then offer my opinion, Ringo Starr has 3 more EPs in motion, including one that will take him back in a country direction. Starr offered the news Wednesday during a virtual press conference from Los Angeles, where he said the All-Star Band were preparing for the start of their 2023 touring schedule. I finished one EP, this is Ringo now speaking, I finished one EP just before I started rehearsing for the tour, Starr reported. That release will be followed by a collaborative EP with Linda Perry, the former Four Non-Blondes member who contributed songs to both Change the World, Ringo's EP in 2021, and last year's EP3 will helm the project. We got to know each other and I love her, Starr said. She's just great. She said, "Oh, Ringo, let me do it." To which Starr replied, "Okay, do what you do. The only thing I'll be doing on that EP is playing the drums and singing." Meanwhile, the country EP, which Starr plans to work on after the All-Stars finish and finished up there mid-October, finish in mid-October, they hope to finish the EP, came from a chance meeting with Grammy Award winner T-Bone Burnett. "I asked Burnett to help us out," Starr explained. "I said, if he's got any time and wants to do it, well, he did want to do it. And he sent me, I promise you, one of the most beautiful country songs, country tracks I've heard in a long time. It's very old school country. It's beautiful. So I thought, hey, I'm going to make a country EP." Now, this is great, great news, folks, because we've always wanted Ringo to do another country LP. But you know what? If he can't do that, I'll take a country EP. It's also very cool that he's coming out with another series of 3 more EPs. I mean, we had the great Zoom In right here. I mean, what a fabulous, fabulous, fabulous EP. Change the World, not quite as good as Zoom In, but albeit it was a pretty good EP. And then I thought EP3, the most recent one, was excellent, was very good. I enjoyed this one. So now we're getting 3 more EPs. I think this is great news, but I'm very excited about him working with T-Bone Burnett. Now, T-Bone Burnett produced one of my favorite artists of all time. Folks, get this album by Marshall Crenshaw. This was Marshall Crenshaw's 3rd LP called Downtown from 1985, fully produced by T-Bone Burnett, and I think this is one of Marshall Crenshaw's finest albums. After the great self-titled debut in '82, after Field Day in 1983, Marshall knocked it out of the park again with this one, Downtown in 1985, produced by the great T-Bone Burnett. Not sure if you can see his name there, but production by T-Bone Burnett. So for Ringo, I'm very happy about T-Bone Burnett working with Ringo on a country EP. I think it's going to be absolutely outstanding because I know T-Bone Burnett's work. I certainly love his work with Marshall Crenshaw. I know I'm going to love his work with Ringo. So that's going to be great. Now, Linda Perry, hell of a songwriter. She can write the tunes. Let's be honest. So any work with Linda Perry is fine by me. I'm willing to hear that and get that. So that's 2 out of the 3 EPs. We kind of have an idea what their flavor is going to be and what they're going to be all about. And I think they're going to be absolutely fantastic based on what I'm reading in this Ultimate Classic Rock article. Now, the 3rd one, we don't know yet. We don't know exactly what that's going to be, but we'll see. Ringo said it's done. I believe that's the 1st one based on the article. It's finished, so we'll see what we're getting with that one. Maybe it'll be your standard kind of, mix of what we've been getting on the first 3 EPs. So total of 6 EPs from Ringo Starr, hopefully within the next year or so. That is absolutely fantastic. And folks, I know there's people out there will say, well, why doesn't he just, why didn't he take these 3 EPs and put them all on one album? Well, if he had just done that initially, I would have been fine with that too. But I have to give Ringo credit. He hasn't done something I was complaining about a year and a half or so ago. I said, please, Ringo, don't put out the 3 EPs and then a year after that, you dump all these songs on an album for us. You know what I mean? Like, that would have really kind of upset me a little bit. But he didn't do that. So I give him credit for that. Instead, he's moving on from these, it sounds like, and he's moving on to 3 more EPs. So credit to Ringo. I'll take the EPs. I have no problem with it. I'm looking forward to it. So, folks, let me know what you think. Working with the great T-Bone Burnett, who's worked with one of my favorite artists, Marshall Crenshaw, Downtown, great album, get it. Country Western Ringo's coming back, I'm all for it. And we're getting a total of 3 new EPs from Mr. Ringo Starr himself. Folks, I am happy about it. Ringo's like the Energizer Bunny. He gives us all hope, doesn't he? I mean, I'm going to be 62 this year. Ringo's about 20 years older than me, almost 21 years older than me. And it gives me hope. When you can see someone like Ringo who's out there, he's fit. He's trim. He eats right. He exercises. He's doing music. He's into music. He's playing music. It gives all of us hope. It gives all of us motivation, and it just stimulates me to want to keep going and remain youthful and young and take care of myself too and enjoy the music and love the music. So hats off to Ringo. Thank you, Ringo. I salute you, and I'm looking forward to these 3 EPs. Thanks, everyone, for being here. Let me know what you think. Bye-bye. Love you all.